Sometimes you have some leftover goodies that need to be used up. Sometimes you want to take something a little special to a sundowner, whether it's on the beach or on another boat. And sometimes those two things collide into something delicious and super easy. Hi, I'm Nika Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. I'm talking about one of my favorite new special appetizer-y kinds of things, which is just a really simple crostini. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Teak Guard. Looking to refinish your boat's teak with a minimum of mess and fuss? Look no further. Teak Guard's non-toxic, water-based formulas for cleaning and finish will turn your teak from dingy to sparkling in no time. Use coupon code BG20 for 15% off your order of $50 or more. Visit teakguard.com and admire your teak with less maintenance. And yeah, sometimes you have some maintenance that you need to do on your boat that might include redoing your teak. And then at the end of it, you know you're heading to another boat for sundowners. And sundowners is a little fancy cruiser term for cocktails. And it doesn't have to involve alcohol in any way, shape, or form. It's any gathering on a boat or on the beach at sundown time. And usually it involves some kind of snack. It can be super simple, a bowl of nuts, popcorn, bag of crackers. It could be as involved as you want them to be. I've done things like Thai spring rolls and have seen people make homemade pizza or hot dips or something. When you're invited to another boat, generally it's a good idea to pack a bag that includes your own drinks and your own cups, plus a nibble to share. And again, it can be something super simple. One of the things that I love to do with sundowners is to bring something to a sundowner gathering that are not super involved, but they pack a little bit of an oomph and a specialty that goes way beyond the effort involved. Our latest one is a happy combination of having leftover baguettes. I know that seems like a very strange thing. But between having leftover baguettes and going to other boats for cocktails. We've been trying out every bakery that we come across, looking for what we consider to be the best bakery in terms of baguettes and pain au chocolat in the French islands. Sometimes that means we have more baguettes on hand than we can eat before they go bad. Well, I'm not going to throw out baguettes. So what do? Really simply, I slice them up thin, brush them with a combination of olive oil and garlic, maybe a couple of turns of pepper on top, throw them in a low oven for 20 minutes or until they're nice and crispy, and then I stash them into a resealable container in the pantry. This means I've got crackers that are definitely a step up from crackers, and they take almost no time at all to make. You can use them just as is. They can be there. They can serve as the cracker in a cheese and cracker. They can serve as the base for a bruschetta if you happen to have any Trader Joe's bruschetta topping, or even just tomatoes that you've chopped up with a little bit of salt and fresh basil, or basil that you've got stored from before. You could probably brush a little fresh pesto on it. The sky is the limit. Use your imagination. But I will say that if you bring some of these homemade crostini to a sundowner gathering, more people will be excited about them than the small amount of effort that it takes to actually make them. And plus, you haven't had to throw out any baguettes. That sounds kind of like a win-win-win-win-win all around to me. I can't wait to share an Anchorage with you, and maybe I will have made some crostini and you can taste mine and I'll taste yours, or whatever it is that you want to bring to share, while we both toast to this incredible lifestyle that we get to live and explore together. Thank you so much for listening to the Boat Galley Podcast. Hopefully you found something interesting in this little tidbit, because after all, the Boat Galley, it's all about making boat life better. And what can be better than something that's simple, that uses up leftover stuff and is really delicious? We love it when we hear from our listeners. We love it when you share us with your friends. And we love it when you don't forget to subscribe. Have the most spectacular week.